If you're a brand registered Amazon seller that sells a consumable product, then you have got to keep watching this video because I'm about to be sharing with you 5 campaigns that you need to make sure that you're for sure running. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Before we get started, real quick, if you don't know me, my name is Ian Smith and I run an Amazon marketing agency called Evolve Media Agency. At EMA, we completely revamp Amazon listings by doing top-tier product photo and video shoots at very affordable prices. After we take a bunch of white background photos and lifestyle photos, then we edit those up into high-converting, sales-driving infographics by inserting sales copy that drives Amazon shoppers to make a purchase. The videos we create substantially boost product page conversion rates and can be used in multiple places on product detail pages, Amazon storefronts, PPC ads, TikTok ads, and landing pages off Amazon. We also manage Google search ads, Amazon PPC ads, TikTok ads, build Amazon storefronts, write blogs, and do email marketing. So if you want free access to our Amazon listing checklist or want to book a free consulting call with me, then go to emaamz.com. So now let's carry on with the video. All right, so the 5 campaigns that I'm going to recommend that every brand registered seller, especially if they sell consumable products, be running is broken into 2 sponsored brand campaigns and 3 sponsored display campaigns. So let's go ahead and jump into it, starting with the first sponsored brand campaign that you need to be running is a video campaign. So this is campaign number 1, and in the ad groups, I want you to break it into 2 different ad groups. Now the first ad group is going to be keyword targeting. Okay, very simple, straightforward, just targeting certain keywords. When somebody types in those keywords, then your ad will show, and it's going to be a video ad giving you more exposure than all the other products on the search results page. You'll get some great visibility. Hopefully you get a great video, and that's going to drive clicks over to your product detail page. Now the second ad group is going to be category targeting. So if somebody is typing in a certain product category, then you're going to be bidding in that category and your video ad will show up, and then that's going to link them over to your listing. Now, I'm not going to be talking about sponsored product campaigns because I figure every Amazon seller is probably running that anyway. It's no real new news to you. So I'm just going to skip right over that. And we're just going to be talking about the sponsored brand and the sponsored display. So that is the first campaign for the sponsored brand is a video campaign. And then the 2 ad groups inside that campaign is a keyword targeting. And the second ad group is a category targeting. Now, the second sponsored brand campaign that I really suggest that you run is a product collection. Now, a few things that you need to know as far as a product collection is you need to have at least 3 products that are in the same product category. So they got to be very similar. Ideally, they would be different variations, you know, red, white, and blue, or different sizes, small, medium, large, or they can just be different colors and, you know, different, but very similar products that need to be in the same product category. I also recommend that you have some A+ content on those listings, and you must have at least a 4-star review because they're going to actually see the reviews in this product collection type of headline banner ad that you're going to have. So you definitely want to have some good reviews, and then they should be products that perform well. So you should have a pretty decent conversion rate on those actual product detail pages. But as far as the targeting for this product collection campaign, it's really just going to be the same as the video campaign where you're going to have one ad group, which is going to be keyword targeting, and then the other ad group is going to be category targeting. So same type of actual targeting as the first campaign that I mentioned in this video. But again, just make sure that you have, 3 similar products, some good reviews, some A+ content / EBC content, enhanced brand content, right? And overall, those 3 products should be ones that have a decent conversion rate on the product detail page. All right, now let's move on to the next 3 campaigns that I recommend that you run, and they are sponsored display campaigns, okay? So campaign number 1 is going to be true remarketing. Now, this is what I call as true remarketing because these are people that actually viewed your specific product or purchased your specific product. Now, going back to when I said that ideally you would be selling a consumable product, this is where this is going to come into play because the first ad group is going to be somebody that actually viewed your product pages. So they may not have purchased, they may have just viewed it. Now, I recommend that it's only your products for this campaign. I recommend that you bid high on those actual ad groups and targetings. And then for the second ad group, this is truly the reason why you got to be consumable, is because I recommend that you run purchases remarketing. So that means that they actually bought your product and you bid high, and within the last 30 to 180 days for the look back period. Going back to the views, I actually forgot to mention the look back period. What I recommend is a 7 to 14 day look back period, because you got to have something relevant. Like if they just looked at one of your listings in the last 7 to 14 days, then they're going to be a lot more likely to actually buy it versus if they looked at your product detail page 90 days ago. It's not super relevant. They may have already bought one of your competitors' products. So ideally 7 to 14 days, have a look back if they viewed your page, and then if they bought your product in the last like 30 to 180 days, depending on what your product is. If it's a supplement that they need a re-up on every month, then ideally they would see that, 30 days later. So that's why I say like in between, you can choose 30 days, you can choose 90 days, 60 days, or 180 days. It just really depends on your product and how often they need to actually re-up and reorder your product. So those are the two ad groups in that one campaign that I'm talking about here, which is the sponsored display campaign. Break it up into two ad groups because this is the true remarketing campaign that I recommend you have going here. So let's move on to the second type of campaign, which is a similar to remarketing. Now, Amazon gets a little bit confusing because they call it remarketing, but really me as a marketer, I don't really refer to this as remarketing, because what they're doing here is they're calling it similar to. So basically you can market and target people with ads that have viewed products that are similar to yours or in a similar category as yours, or they purchased one of products that are similar to yours. That's why I say like similar remarketing, because it's not true remarketing, because really remarketing or retargeting is like specific to your own ASINs. Anyway, this is the second campaign. It's going to be a similar to remarketing campaign. Ad group number one is going to be similar to the last campaign where it is views. So they viewed a product that's similar to the ASIN that you're advertising. They viewed that, and the look back period is going to be 7 to 90 days. Okay, so I'm saying if they looked at a product similar to yours within the last week to 3 months, target them with your ads, do a high bid, and hopefully you can drive them to make a purchase. So that is the first ad group. Now the second ad group inside this campaign that is targeting similar to type of products, the second ad group is going to be a purchases remarketing. So these are people that bought a product similar to yours within the last 30 to 180 day look back period. Again, you can select it to be 30, 60, 90, or 180 days. But again, these are people that bought a product similar to yours. Now, it's going to depend on your product, right? If you sell a consumable product, that's something that they're going to burn through and they're going to need to reorder it. If you sell a product like a cheese grater, not many people have like 2 or 3 cheese graters. So they're going to only buy like 1 cheese grater, and then they're probably going to be good for a while, unless they really liked your cheese grater and they want to buy it for a friend or a family member or things like that. Or if it makes sense that they can buy multiple of your products, then by all means, target people that purchased a product similar to yours or purchased your exact product, even if you're not a consumable product. But my thoughts on this, purchases too similar is like if you sell a product within the kitchen category, like let's say that you sell a can opener and your ads may show up for people that bought a cheese grater. That may be hand in hand, right? I personally just bought a can opener, and I also just bought a cheese grater, and also just bought some spatulas, like silicone spatulas and things like that. So I'm that type of customer that if they served me an ad talking about some cheese grater and I had just bought some spatulas, I may buy that because I'm like into buying kitchen products right now. So that may work. So that's all I'm saying is test around with this. Again, I went off on a tangent, but campaign number 2, ad group number 1 is people that viewed products similar to yours, look back period 7 to 90 days. You can choose what you feel is best for your specific product. Ad group number 2 is going to be 30 to 180 day look back. And these are people that are buyers of products that are similar to yours. Now, before I move on to campaign number 3 under the sponsored display section, I forgot to actually tell you that these need to be audiences campaigns, audience type of targeting. Do not do contextual targeting in this sponsored display type of campaign. I'm really not a big fan of it. When you go with the audiences option instead of the contextual targeting, you have more freedom and flexibility and choices to choose if they viewed or if they purchased. See, with contextual targeting, it's only if they viewed. It's not necessarily if they purchased. So you have more choices and ability to choose people who who purchased or viewed, and you get more choices really when you're setting up these campaigns. So I highly recommend going with the audiences over the contextual targeting. So now let's go ahead and move on to campaign number 3, which is the categories remarketing. So very similar to the first 2 campaigns that I mentioned in this sponsored display. And really ad group number 1 is going to be people who viewed products within your same product category. You can target those people with your display ads. Maybe it'll make sense if they viewed a can opener, then they'll buy your cheese grater, so you're remarketing based on the categories that they viewed. Now, ad group number 2 is going to be buyers of a product in a specific product category. So going to this whole kitchen gadget example that I'm on right now, if they bought a kitchen gadget within a look back period of, let's just say 30 to 180 days, again, if they bought a kitchen gadget, then you can target them with your ads. So these are actual customers, literally buyers within your product category. You can remarket to them and hit them with an ad and trying to get them to actually buy your kitchen gadget that you may sell. So really, ad group number 1 is more about views. Ad group number 2 is about purchasers. You can split test between these 2 ad groups and see which one is performing better, and then turn off the one that's not performing the best. So those are the 5 campaigns that I highly recommend every brand registered and ideally consumable product Amazon seller is running. So just a quick recap, you got 2 sponsored brand campaigns and 3 sponsored display campaigns. The 2 sponsored brand is going to be a video, got to be running a video ad. And then the other one is a product collection. This is a headline banner, really, really great for showing your brand and your reviews and showing multiple products in your actual ad. And then the other 3 campaigns are going to be audiences targeting. First campaign is going to be true remarketing, where you're targeting people who actually viewed or purchased your products. Second campaign is going to be similar to retargeting. So these are people that viewed or purchased products similar to yours. And then the third campaign is going to be categories. So people that actually viewed a product within your same category. Ad group number 2 on that one is going to be purchasers. They actually purchased a product within your same or similar product category. So there's some ideas for you. I hope you do test around with these. Let me know in the comments below if what do you think about this? Do you think it's a good strategy? Are you already doing this? Have you run it and you do see good results? So definitely recommend these 5 campaigns. Test around with your different ASINs. Hopefully you find success. Thank you for watching, and I hope you got value from this video. Again, if you want to book a free consulting call with me, go to emaamz.com, and I will catch you in the next video.